Well, hello again, Rebecca here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are working with the Bloom with Grace Close to My Heart workshop kit. And here I'm just going to show you all the pieces. I pre-cut everything prior to starting any of these layouts. This is the layout page that we are going to make today. So there's all the cut pieces. These are all 2x2 squares. This is 11.5 by 11.5. And then these little punch out pieces, I left those intact just to show you. I pointed to the cardstock that I will be using for the base of my page. That is just a border that's going to run around. I should have gutted it, but I didn't. It's okay. Here I am just separating out all of the 2x2 squares just to make it easier for me when I have to assemble this little quilt pattern that we're going to make here on the side of the page. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the first two squares. I'm not going to make you watch me attach all of these to the page. Excuse me. However, I will kind of give you the gist of it. It is going to run the length of the right hand side of the page, and I'm just going to lay the first couple down, and then I'll finish it off camera. It did not take long at all to complete. I do just lightly tack all of these down to begin with. Now, at first I think I'm going to put a space in there, and then I look at it and I do not like it. So I'm going to pull that right back up, and I'm going to butt it right up against the other one. And that is pretty much how it's going to go all the way down, making nice little peaks. I do cut off the excess while I'm working on it, because instead of cutting into another square, I can use that little scrap that I just cut off. So I'm just looking over at the instruction booklet that comes with this kit and trying to stay true to the directions and instructions that they have. Like I said, I lightly tack some of them down, and then off screen I do go ahead and make sure they're all nicely attached to the layout. So we're just going to keep going with this. If anybody would like to pick up this collection, today is September 1st and the catalog is now available, so I will leave a link to my website below. I am loving this collection with the sunflowers. I'm actually going to be placing another order and getting the sunflower stamp that goes with it, because I feel like you could use it at all times. Now there you go. You see I've got that all completed. That is the Desert Rose cardstock. It is new to Close to My Heart. And I was just seeing there, obviously, you know, the Close to My Heart, one side is light, one side is true color. So I was just seeing which color I wanted to use. And I should, like I said, normally I would have gutted that background cardstock. I just didn't this time. I'm not real sure why. After I had it all attached down, that's when I was like, I should have gutted that to save it to use with another layout, but that's okay. So I do just, it's one of those ones that I missed. And we're going to go ahead and get the rest of this all attached down. And I like the way it looks. Like they're not very even, because my trimmer is not cutting all that straight these days. But that's okay, because most of it does get covered up on the pieces that show. This piece right here, I'm going to go ahead and dovetail that one, and we're going to attach that. It's going to go pretty much right where I just laid it. I am, however, going to grab the 12x12 sticker sheet right here, and I'm going to grab that shine, and that's going to serve as my title for this page. So I'm just kind of getting the placement. I know that there's going to be a sunflower right in that general vicinity, so I'm trying to figure out where I want to place the shine on this banner strip. I am not going to make you watch me do that. Obviously, there it is, and I did go ahead and attach it down to the page where it's supposed to go. I'm going to go ahead and pull off this very large sunflower piece sticker, and we're going to get that attached to the page. And I'm just going to get it nicely in place. I'm going to go ahead and grab my the photo mats, and they are going to line up 1, 2, and 3. And I'm going to attach those down with some foam that I picked up at the dollar store. So I'm trying to figure out there where I would like them to go. I'm going to go ahead and grab my T-square ruler just so that they are lined up straight. And here's the foam. I don't make you watch me do all of this, just enough to get the idea of what I've got going on. I'm going to go ahead and have to grab some more of my pack there. That entire pack was $1 at the dollar store, so feel pretty good about that. I do have to trim that off just a smidgen more because I misjudged. We're going to go ahead and get the first one placed down. At first I think I'm going to start at the top, but that's not going to work. I'm going to go ahead and move the center one up just so that I can get it. I want it kind of centered on the page. So you're going to see right here, I keep trying. And I'm like, no, I'm just not sure. I don't know if I got the spacing correct. So here we go. And see, so I'm going to move it, and that's where we're going to get that held on, and then I'm going to go ahead and get the spacing on that one correct. Now I did go ahead off screen and attach the rest of them down and attach my photos. That bottom photo right there, you're going to see that I ever so gently cover up the fourth person in the picture with this sunflower. That's because he's an ex-husband and we do not want to remember him. So I'm going to go ahead and put that right there just to get his face covered up right over my best friend. And what I'm going to do here is I'm kind of lightly going to mark it with my finger, turn it over and see where my pointer finger is. I'm just going to take the line, and on that side I know I want to put the foam dots, and the other side will just be dry adhesive that will stick to the page. I'm going to pull off all that FUD release paper. My nails are a little long these days, so I need to cut them because it's hard to take the release paper off. So I'm just going to get that placed on there again and get that nicely stuck down. I'm going to go ahead and grab another sunflower and put some more foam tape right on that one. This sunflower is going to go at the top left of that top photo where the shine is, just to fill that little white space up there. And then I'm going to come in with some of those punched out die cut leaves that came in the kit that you've seen at the beginning, and we're going to get those stuck down behind it. I tend to, anything that's on foam, I pat instead of rub, just so that I know that it's really stuck down. I know it is only September 1st, but I am in fall. I am in fall glory these days. I have already decorated my house with all my fall and working on getting all the Halloween stuff out. It's the only time of year that I really take all of my normal interior decorations and switch it up. This is the time of year I do that. Everything normal comes out, fall and Halloween come in, and then after Halloween, the Halloween stuff comes down, and my fall autumn stuff stays up until after Thanksgiving, where it probably gets switched out for Christmas. Alright, so right here I am taking these other punched pieces that came out just to give my sunflowers a little bit of dimension. And I'm going to stick this first one right here because I think that's where it's supposed to go, but it is too small. And then I find the other big one, so I'm going to go ahead and pop that one back off the page and move it right over there. That just gives the sunflowers just a little bit of oomph. Now the big sunflower that is overlapping the pictures, there were a whole bunch of petals as well that came in this kit, or this workshop. So I'm going to go ahead and just stick them all around that sunflower just to give it a little bit more interest, I guess. I also believe that's what you're supposed to do with the workshop kit, but I'm not 100% sure. I go ahead and grab my 12 by 12 sheet after I get that sunflower all done, and I'm just sticking in the gray sticker, and then I have this little label. I don't like where it's actually placed on the workshop instructions, so I just move it up to the top. This says "You Are My Sunshine." It was supposed to go on the top picture. Again, I did not like it there from the way my pictures are actually, the people are in it. Where I stick those brown little gem dots, they were supposed to be stamped hearts, but I don't have the stamp set yet, so I just went ahead and used those 3 brown gemstones that I had left over from a previous layout. Now I'm going to go ahead and grab the wood veneer, and we're going to stick these 2 wood veneers onto the page. One is going to go right above the grace in that general vicinity. I'm going to move it down just a little bit. I do try to fuss with it a little bit, but I'm happy with it right there. I'm going to use my fine liner bottle with my art glitter glue. Just get some glitter on there to tack this in place. And we're just going to put that right there. The arrow with the heart is going to go underneath that sunflower. Now I do put that on there, and then I realize I want the arrow to go the other way, so I just wipe the glitter glue back off. Excuse me. And we're going to get that stuck right back down. I'm going to nestle it right in within that sunflower, hold it in place for just a second, and it will be stuck. So I'm making sure everything is down. I'm going to go ahead and grab an ink pen. I'm going to write the date on here and just a short little message that says love. And after that, there is nothing else that I'm going to do to this layout. Please give me a thumbs up if you like the page, and I'll see you next time.